Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Open Roads. I almost accidentally started a new game, which would not have been cool. Okay, we're on the road to you know where. Hello.
When did you say the last time you were at this summer house was?
Oh, when I was, I guess, 15. Your age?
I'm 16.
I meant about your age.
So, there's just been a random house, unused, unoccupied, just sitting.
So, a long time ago. Wow. No one's been there since, like, the 19th century.
Yeah.
Ha ha.
What was the Industrial Revolution like?
Tess, I wouldn't know.
Did you ever meet Galileo?
Jesus, how old do you think I am?
I mean, I'm just estimating. It's a rough estimate. It's a rough estimate.
I'll say. It was the 60s, I think summer of 68. 1968.
So, like, 35 years ago?
And you say you're bad at math.
What was it like?
The summer house?
And the Dark Ages, but yeah, the summer house.
I just always really liked it there. It was an escape.
From what?
Everything, I guess. School, town, same old. Every day just felt like it was hours when we were there.
Didn't she say after her dad died, they stopped going?
So why did you stop going?
Oh, yeah, we stopped going as a family when I was your age, and then
Oh.
I went off to college and then married your father.
Did Dad even know about this place? I can't imagine Dad passing up a free summer home where he could just hang out and do nothing all day.
So you're saying your father is lazy?
No, I think that applies to everyone.
No, Dad's a hard worker.
Okay.
He'd work late at the video store all the time. He'd be there with the closing shift.
Watching movies on the store monitors.
You've got to have something on for the customers. Closing is a pain in the butt. And he'd manage the schedules and store finances. He even made the window displays.
Fine, those were pretty cool. No. I mean, I guess there is a real reason I never told your father about the old summer place. Because I knew he would never have put in the work to actually fix it up so we could use it.
It needed a lot of work.
Well, not last I saw it, but being unoccupied for decades out there in the middle of nowhere, it's gotta be falling apart.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it could still be in good shape. Plot-wise, it probably is.
It could still be in good shape. Maybe somebody's been, you know, keeping it up.
You hope squatters have been living in it?
No, like,
Somebody should.
you know, like shoe elves. I mean, it'd be nice if it were magically still in good shape, considering we need a new place to live.
To live in? Tess, I'm sorry, you couldn't live there, and not year-round.
Why not?
Well, it doesn't have central heat, or even really insulation. It's a summer home, not a winter home.
Well, it's better than not having a home at all, isn't it?
Could be a temporary thing.
Okay, we're not gonna be homeless.
But we're getting kicked out of Grandma Helen's house. We don't have anywhere else to live.
We'll find a place.
I mean, they wouldn't need to stay there
What
forever.
kind of
Just
place?
I don't know yet.
We're gonna be living in this car, aren't we?
No,
Just like when you lived in that van.
we can find an apartment.
How are you even going to pay for an apartment?
The theater company,
I thought you said it was underwater.
well, it's not doing great, but
Mom,
what?
we need money.
Believe me, Tess, I know.
If Dad was still here,
Excuse me?
he could help. pay for things.
If your father and I were still together, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Well, have you asked Dad if he could send back some money? To help?
Absolutely not. He doesn't have the money.
But Dad moved out west. For work. What? Don't laugh at me.
I'm not. It's just work. Sure.
It wasn't for work? Then what was it then? I think I deserve to know.
If he hasn't told you his side of the story, I'm not gonna step in and take that responsibility for him, like I always did. Your father left me in a hell of a situation. We made all these decisions together. Do you not understand that? We made decisions that depended on us both, you know, sticking around. I didn't plan for any of this. You idealize your father, you know that? And I just don't really want to talk about it right now.
Fine. Let's never talk about it. Let's never talk about anything important.
Why are they driving so fucking slow? Pretty sure I heard my phone buzz from the glove compartment. Why would you put your phone in there? Look, this is painfully slow, man. This is uncomfortably... What? Okay, let's look around. Okay, she's got the purse, got a backpack.
What are you doing back there? Are you gonna do your homework?
Yes. Oh.
Reading in the car makes me carsick.
Then what are you messing with back there?
I don't know.
So stop it. It's not safe.
How? I'm not driving. Things don't have mirrors. I bet that air freshener smells so good. Directions. Nope. I ain't reading that shit. Just in case.
What highway are we on anyway?
Oh, this is the old two-lane north.
They're on the
route.
highway, that's like 55.
Before there was a freeway.
You can
It
comfortably
used to
go
be the main
60.
route north, but now it's pretty off the beaten path. It's the way we always took to get up to the summer place when I was growing up, though. So I wanted to take it again.
It's nice out here.
It is nice,
Peaceful.
but you can go faster.
Mm-hmm. Used to be a lot more cars on the road, and little shops and towns along the way. But with all the traffic going up the freeway now, everything kind of died off.
Is there anything else before I grab my phone? Where's the key? Come on, game. Come on, you can poke an air freshener, but you can't put a key in the ignition? Whatever. What is it? Thought that was zoom in. What is this? 1992 blue wagon? What year does this game take place in? The closest thing I see is 2002 up there. So I don't know. And that is a phone and not a walkie-talkie, so this is probably early 2000s. This could be around 2002. Wait, the receipt, it would have a date on it. 2003, okay. Got a Trimint gum, Judy's chips, cherry fizzed, and Citrissa for $3.71. Damn. Hey Tessa Bear, just thinking of you. Easy to forget about weekends here. Every day is a work day for me. Hey Dad, what's up? Not much, at work right now, but good to hear from you. How's work going? How's work going? Good, making money. Ooh. Oh. Plot-wise, No. No, I don't. Did you tell your mom you bought the tickets? Not yet. Me and mom are actually on a road trip right now. We are investigating a family mystery and going to her old summer house. Can you believe it? Wow, you need to tell her, kiddo, or else I will, and you know she would freak. Okay, okay, I promise I will, ASAP. I know you will. Love you. Actually, have to get back to it now. Treat your mom nice, okay? Okay, wait, so, is she gonna go live with her dad? But she's like telling her mom about freaking out about them being homeless. But she's actually not gonna be there for her mom. See you soon.
Are you sending text messages to someone?
Yeah.
Yes? Yes, I am.
To who?
It's to whom, Mother? It was Dad.
Just getting his side of the story, huh?
No?
No comment.
It's alright. Having a common enemy can help bring people together.
You're not my enemy. Or Dad's.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Well, it's not supposed to.
Okay, well,
My god.
that's
Are you okay?
livable.
I just didn't think it would still be here.
Mom, well, it is. And it looks to be surprisingly well preserved.
Well, it's not just like I remember it. A little more
Falling apart?
weathered than the last time I was here. But I guess I am too.
Want to start looking around?
Yeah.
This isn't exactly what I pictured when Mom said they had a summer home, but it's still pretty cool in a retro way. There's probably lots of cool old stuff inside from when Mom was a teen, and hopefully some clues to the identity of Grandma Helen's mystery man. Okay, first thing, there's no way that this place, there's no way that these windows being open made it through. Or any of this being in the place that it is. There's no way. This does not look like it was abandoned for
It's your groovy
years
van.
on years
And
on
it's
years.
locked.
Gotta keep all the groovy stuff in there secure.
Please tell me the keys are somewhere. I need to see
How would
what a
she
lava lamp
know?
looks like after it just sits there mutating for 30 years.
They might have been... I can't remember.
Don't do this to me, Mother. I have to see how much tie-dye is in there. Please.
Oh, August was always trying to steal my keys so she could get in there and mess with my stuff. They're probably in her room.
Oh, the little criminal! All right, I'm on the case. The groovy stuff is so close, I can taste it.
So, like, why did they leave this here? I get she turned it into like a room, but it wasn't broken down or anything, was it? This is probably a fine fucking vehicle from back in the day. I'm probably judging it way too hard right now, but it's just hard to believe that all this is the way it is after all these years. You know? But it is in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if it storms here. It storms a lot here. There's like a hurricane every year, so this is the plains. So maybe just dust and dirt, sand. We go in through the front door, but I'm gonna assume the front door is gonna be locked.
Did you do these with Grandma?
No, August did. I never had a green thumb.
Me neither.
She loved helping my mother in the garden.
Really?
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. Can you picture August getting her hands dirty out in the garden now?
I guess not. But if my mother was ever out in the garden, she was out there with her, helping the best she could. I remember one year, maybe when she was 6, she started crying so hard when it came time to pick the berries and vegetables. But the plants worked so hard growing them. You can't just take them.
Aw. Well, now I feel bad for the plants.
She was a sensitive kid.
So am I. So, what happened? To August. She doesn't seem so sensitive now.
Oh. Life happened, I guess.
How is this still standing?
Is this a trailer home?
It's a mobile home.
What did I just say?
They're not the same thing. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. You can take it from place to place. A mobile home arrives on a trailer, like towed by a big truck.
Go on.
A mobile home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit it took me a moment to untangle the nuances.
I wonder what it smells like in here. Maybe the windows are correct that way because there'd definitely be no light here. New Columbia, 1968. Can't flip it around or anything. The Family Garden, 1966. Garden Play, 1966. TV Time, Maureen Hanson, her fabulous TV debut. Why are there skates? Where are you skating? I haven't seen the highway anymore. What's that piece of paper? Can I get over there? Ah, fuck you. Opal, I'm having so much fun. It's a total blast out here, really. You have to come. I know you go out to your little summer house every year with your family, but I really think you should consider working at the park with me next year. It's all people our age running the rides and concessions and games. Plus, when the park closes, you can ride the rides as much as you want, as long as whoever's running isn't a jerk. Promise you'll come with me next summer. How are things out in the sticks? Are you still working at the drive-in? If you don't have any luck with the guys out there, wait until you come here. The guys are unreal. I've seen this stuff that would make your hair curl. Say hi to your family from me. I'm going to write you every week, just like last year, so don't forget to write back. Your friend who is having lots of fun and wants you here desperately, Lori.
Mom, you know what it sounds like. You had a Francine.
I guess I did.
I've never heard of Lori before. Are you still in touch with her?
It was short for Dolores. Maybe you've heard me talk about my old friend Dolores?
No, I don't think so.
We haven't spoken in years. One of those friends you have in high school and then college happens and, you know.
That'll probably happen with me and Francine.
Happened with me.
She wants to go to a theater program in New York. And then on to Broadway.
We'll tell her to stay in town. We can cast her at the Andromeda.
No offense, but Greenville is too small time for her.
So you don't think you'll stay in touch?
I mean, we'll talk on AIM and whatnot, but she'll be hanging out with all her cool new theater friends and going to the Empire State Building every day and whatever New York people do. And as soon as I have a little more work in my portfolio, I'm applying all over the place in Silicon Valley. Friendster, Blogster, all the stirs.
Monster?
Yes! Monster.com. That's how I'll find the job.
That existed in
While
2003?
you work on your portfolio, you could get your degree right near home.
Mom, please, stop. We're in an abandoned mobile home right now. I don't want to argue about college.
Well, then don't argue, just listen.
Why would I go to college and then apply for jobs when I could just skip the college and then apply for jobs right away? Cut out the middleman.
I think college is a little more than a middleman. But maybe you're right. This isn't the best place to have this discussion. Let's keep looking.
There's probably still dried food on those utensils. Gross. Also, there must be leaks, cause why else would the metal be rusted? There's leaves. Must came in through the windows being open. Oh, dude, this place is gonna give us cancer.
These have seen better days.
Yeah, it's a shame they've gotten so moth-eaten.
What?
I meant when they were alive.
Right.
I think hunting is really rude. Like, leave the poor animals alone.
You know, people have been hunting animals since we lived in caves.
Right. Before there were supermarkets. Or shotguns. Hunt like a caveman, and maybe I'll give you a pass. Did Grandpa shoot these?
Mm-hmm. Well, the pheasant. I shot the deer.
Mom! That's...
I'm gonna go
That's
totally
kind of
against what
awesome.
she just said.
I mean, as noted, hunting in general is
Shit.
rude and unnecessary.
I didn't think the game would catch that.
Still, it's kind of badass. You were my age when you shot it?
Younger. Our father took us hunting during the summers when we'd stay out here. Well, mostly just me. I always did all right with hunting. I could kind of, what's the word? Compartmentalize it? I don't think August could, though. I only saw her fire a gun once. A little .22 hunting rifle. She didn't want to, but my dad wouldn't let her give up. He said we weren't heading back until August took her shot. So she aimed and fired and missed. The deer ran off, and August cried all the way home. That was August's first and last hunting trip. Our father didn't have much patience for that kind of, he had a real thing for, you know, not letting your emotions get in the way.
Maybe it's good to let your emotions get in the way sometimes. Maybe they're trying to tell you something.
Okay, well that's where did that come from? Okay, we'll find out. Okay, we got a plate. Gardening book. August's New Friend by August Devine. August's dad left her a special tie. It was a red tie and had special powers. When August wore the special tie, she met her friend Nightshade. Nightshade lived in the shadows and would always be there to help. He was August's friend who would never go away. Is this gonna be a horror game now?
Nightshade?
It was because he could only come out at night. Or stay in the shade, as I remember it.
Okay, well that's spooky as hell.
August was just a kid. She needed someone to talk to.
Did it have to be a freaky imaginary friend who lurked in the shadows? I mean, what about you or Grandma Helen?
Well, I was a teenager. I don't think I was the most, I don't know, compassionate at that age. I had my own problems.
If I had a little sister and Dad died, I'd be there for her to talk to.
It's different. You don't know what having a little sister is like.
Are you trying to say you were justified in not helping your little sister when she was grieving after her father died?
I helped. I did. I mean, we were all there for each other, but I could have used more help too. I don't think I had anything left to give. So August made a new friend for herself, one who would always listen.
What's Fallout now? No, we're not playing that game.
Locked. Maybe the little key? From Grandma's diary? Nope. What secrets might you hold, little drawer?
You could probably force that open. Maybe we can find another key. Maybe you could take that drawer out and try to reach your hand up under and I don't know. Guess we don't give a fuck about these drawers. Whatever. Ow.
Oh, look at this big pink guy.
Kurt won that for me at the fair.
Kurt?
Well, we met at the drive-in diner.
You had a summer fling?
Well,
Was he cute?
I thought he was very handsome. And he rode a motorcycle.
Oh my god, a bad boy?
Well, honestly, I fell for him pretty hard that summer. It was pretty,
Cool. On his motorcycle?
he was very romantic.
Oh, no.
No, not like that. Well, a little like that.
Ah, no. So, what happened? Did you break up with him, or...
I don't remember.
I like how it
Some of
shows
them
the
doesn't
bear in
really
the
matter.
background as if we're still holding
Wow.
it.
Did I hit a nerve?
Hey, maybe we should keep looking around for more relevant things.
A gun. Okay. Okay. Right, I can pick up the stupid fucking bear, but I can't pick up the gun? How lame.
Hey, could it be the key for the locked drawer in Grandma's desk?
It very well could be.
Only one way to find out.
Why would it just be sitting there on the table? Why wouldn't it be in like another drawer somewhere? Like, if I was in here and I had the key, I would just put it, probably nowhere, because I wouldn't fucking lock the thing unless there's something actually decent in there.
Well, would you look at this? A postcard from the mystery man.
What was he running from?
The mob.
I don't think my mother would have gone for a mob guy.
According to The Sopranos, they can be very charismatic. When they're not whacking people.
Wait, you've been watching The Sopranos? Isn't that a little R-rated for you?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Let's talk about your viewing habits when we get home.
I've actually had Sopranos pop up on my YouTube shorts lately. So what is he talking about running from? I know I'm running from something, but I've never felt so free. I just crossed the border and I'm riding you from the desk in a room at a motel that's hidden. For long I have to return address. If you'd right back, don't miss me too much. You're invited? August 18th? Cindy and Marks. What is that? That's just... What is that from? What is... There's rubble. Nice. You know, these are probably still good. That's probably still good too. Is there a fan up there? These might not be good. I was trying to determine what that was. Dog food? Potato chips in a can? Revolutionary. I do love the sprinkled autumn leaves. Let's observe this real quick.
Sheesh, what happened here?
Looks like the wall gave way. Water damage, I guess.
What is this thing?
It's the water heater.
Oh, that's why you said water damage. I get it, I'm following along. Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look at all that rusty metal.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
We're not risking it.
There's another door, right?
Well, what's that thingy back there?
It's a maintenance hatch for getting down into the crawl space under the house.
Is there any other way into the crawl space?
I think there's a way to get in from around the back. Why are you acting so excited?
Well, if we could get into the crawl space, we could climb back up out of that hatch and get over to that side of the mobile home to find more stuff.
Would it be
I'm not
locked?
sure why you're using the plural here.
And also, I really want to see if there's any cool, creepy stuff under there. Like a skeleton.
Listen, you can give it a peek if you want, but there is no way I'm crawling under there with you. You're on your own.
Hey, no problem. More cool, creepy stuff for me.
Wouldn't that be locked, though? Also, you could easily just go through here. She's small enough to, like, pull this little board out, walk on that just a little bit, hop on over. Or, I mean, you wouldn't get tetanus if you brace yourself on the wall and just walk on that shit. Yeah, wouldn't that... Wherever the fuck it is, I don't know how she could see it. I think it's right there. Wouldn't that be locked? Because if it wasn't, anyone could just get in through the outside, right? I don't know. Let's check this out first. And it's a postcard. Darling, I've been driving up and down the highway and byways looking for the perfect spot. Somewhere secluded where no one would think to look. With a little bit of space, and I know you always like to place near the water, I'll find something soon. Just keep biding your time and don't let on. Who is this from? Do they have a name? Jesse James Hideout?
Aha!
What if this is a woman?
They were really gonna run away together, huh?
He thought so anyway.
Is that gonna be the twist?
Whoever he was.
Why do you think Grandma decided not to run off with him?
Well, maybe she just came to her senses. She could have gotten swept up in all the emotions and everything after Father died, and then when the time came, she thought better of it.
Maybe. Or... maybe he thought better of it. Like, maybe he met somebody else. Somebody who caught his eye while he was on the run. Somebody without, like, kids and responsibilities and stuff.
Could be. I'd just be a little surprised. He seemed quite... devoted.
Okay. Let's also try the back door. I feel like at this point you could also just try to go through one of these open windows. Or kick in the door. Because who cares? Like boom, right here. You just climb up and go through it. Or this one, whichever you prefer. Let's try the door. It's locked. Okay, was the front door not locked when we got here? I feel like I'm being too critical, but... I don't know.
So, this is how we
Some of
get
these
into
things
crawl
just
space?
don't make
You keep
sense.
saying we.
Like, at all.
So, this is how intrepid people with an innate sense of curiosity get into the crawl space?
Among other personality traits, yes.
Fine then. I'll go it alone. You're probably too frail to get in here anyway. Those creaky knees of yours.
Wow. Okay, into the filthy crawl space you go.
See you on the other side.
And why would they both need to go in there if she could just go in and unlock the door? It's just upsetting. So many things that can be done differently. What's that right there? Is this a puzzle? The hell are these doing? How the hell are these doing? How are they perched up like that?
Ooh, this is good. Mom's gotta see this.
I'm writing you from our new home, right on the water. I was looking and I realized there's no better home for us than one we could just pull up, anchor, and split if we really needed to. So I bought us a houseboat. It's really something else. Bought it from an older fellow who kept it perfect and was just having to maintain it in his autumn years. Now, just to get you and those kids moved up here. Hope it's been a good summer. Right back, discreetly, and let's make plans for the big move. Something I've learned since Leo died is that being loaded with cash is the only way to live. Get ready to leave all your worries behind. Who is Leo? The Eidolon? I'm gonna assume this is a woman. Maybe Leo was an ex-husband or something? Where's that latch? Oh, it's right there.
Mom, I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door. Hey, Mom, I found something. Look, look.
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat. Maybe we can figure out where the boat was by looking at the photo.
It looks like, well, it looks like a boat.
A houseboat.
Can't see much of the surrounding area.
It's near trees?
Trees and a beach.
Maybe we can look for some of those.
A place in Canada with trees. That narrows.
This is Canadian? How the fuck was I supposed to know this was Canada? I didn't pay much attention to the postcards.
Do you remember... Well, did it seem like Grandma wanted to...
Leave my father? I mean, I guess when I was around your age, I started wondering why they were together in the first place. They didn't seem to...
make sense together?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember when I started wondering that about you and Dad. Why you were together. You're both so different. Did you used to have more in common?
Well, when you're together at first, everything about each other is new. It can cover up a lot of things. But when you get used to each other, that's when it can be hard. But sometimes, you know, by that point, it's too late.
Too late? Because you have a kid?
Well, that can be one factor.
So you think you and Dad would have split up a lot sooner if I wasn't around? Well, I'm sorry I held everything up, okay? Maybe you would have been happier if you hadn't been stuck with Dad for so long.
Honey, that's not how it is. It's not as simple as that, and it's not because of you. There's a lot more to it. We'll talk about it someday.
When's someday?
Not today.
Then when?
Not today.
Who's who? Is that the mom? Okay, freckle on nose or freckle by eye. Alright. Plates. For some reason they're not in the kitchen. Kurt. A 2 hours drive.
What's this about?
Oh, that was the town where Kurt lived. You know, we were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we could keep seeing each other once we both went home after the summer. I guess I was feeling pretty lost. I latched onto him and held on tight. He became my plan for how I would be okay.
And that didn't work out?
Yeah, like these things often do.
So how'd you end up with Dad?
Sorry?
Well, you didn't end up with Kurt. How'd you end up with Dad?
Oh, was a lot of years later that I met your dad. After college, I moved back to Greenville for my bookkeeping job. It was it was actually when I was in one of the first plays I performed in at the Andromeda. Your dad was in the audience. He hung around outside the stage door after the show and he flagged me down. He said there was a problem with the production. He was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to anything else going on in the play.
I feel like back then this would have been more romantic.
Aw, that's so romantic. It's like something out of a rom-com.
I found
I feel like today you'd be
endearing at the time.
on the wrong end of
He
a
was very
TikTok.
persistent.
Was Dad big into local theater?
No. He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone else. He told her he needed to head home, then hung around the theater to talk to me.
Wow. Bold.
It's a
Did you
good play.
find that endearing?
I guess at the time I found it flattering. And a little funny. I should have realized it was a red flag.
I think we should go there.
Wait, are you saying Dad cheated on you?
Oh, God, no. No. Just, it's a sleazy move.
So, not the kind of thing Kurt would have done?
Oh, I don't know.
What's in here?
That was my mom and dad's room. Well, just my mom's room last we were here.
Well, dang it, that door's stuck.
I think... Look, we could twist the latch open if... I think I could get this open with a flathead screwdriver.
I
Awesome.
think you could
Where's one of those?
get in that door another way.
Oh, I had a little toolkit
punch
in
it.
the glove box of my van.
Nice.
Okay, so I need a key to the van to get a key to the door, or to get a screwdriver, which is practically going to serve as a key. Summer peach. I don't like artificial peach. So that was the mom.
Now, what is this?
During the summers when we'd come here, I had a summer job as a waitress at the drive-in.
On roller skates? Like in the movies?
Yeah, I guess. And those movies were based on reality, you know.
You were cute.
Oh, I don't
Still
know.
Oh,
is.
please, Mom, stop. You were cute then, and you're, hot mom now.
Sindel vibes.
What?
According to the boys at school, you are my hot mom. You didn't know about this?
No! I am not.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's great having all the boys at school talking about how hot your mom is. It's great. Regardless, this photo of you is real neat, and I think we should keep it.
Sure. Why not?
Cool. So the van keys
Go
would be in here.
mechanics! Oh man, I forgot that August had this. I let her keep it when I moved into the van.
But August didn't even go to Fort State.
She almost did. We were both so excited to, growing up. Don't you remember Grandma talking about how much she loved it?
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
Yeah, well, everything was sexist back then. But we're a Ford State family. You'll be a triple legacy.
I don't even know.
They
if I
already
wanna
had this
go to
conversation.
college.
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college? Of course you're going.
I can make my own choices.
Pretty
What
sure
kind
by
of
the
choice
couch they
is that,
talked
to
about
be
this.
broke?
I'm not gonna be broke. I've been working really hard on my design business. And August didn't go to college.
August was lucky. She's talented, but she's also lucky.
When I'm 18,
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's not a discussion.
Fine.
I feel like some of the dialogue in this game is just a bit off. Because this whole college thing they talked about in the other room.
Well, howdy there. What's your name, buddy?
Like, she pretty much told her that she wasn't gonna go.
No video games back then, I guess. Poor, deprived kids.
Well, I see the keys.
Aha! This must be the key to the van! Oh, how fun! Wait, did they not get to use these?
The Mean Boys by August Devine. One day, August rode her bike to town because of how sunny it was. Because it was sunny, her friend Nightshade had to follow behind under the trees because he lives in the shade and shadows and can't go in the sun. August laughed as Nightshade ran along under the trees, and she and Nightshade made jokes together. When August and Nightshade got to town, there were boys outside the general store. They saw August's special tie that made her safe, but it didn't make her safe from the Mean Boys. Bum bum bum. Oh, fuck, there's more. Them. The Mean Boys came closer. They said, "Who are you talking to? And what are you wearing, stupid?" August said, "My dad's tie." The Mean Boys said, "Your dad must be stupid." August was crying, but the Mean Boys didn't care. They laughed and laughed. August looked for Nightshade, but Nightshade couldn't help, because he was trapped in the shade, under the tree far away. When the Mean Boys went away, August went under the tree with Nightshade. August's special tie was all dirty. She gave Nightshade a hug to feel better, but it didn't help enough.
Poor kid. Did she get made fun of a lot? At school and stuff?
I think she got picked on when she was little, but she toughened up. I guess right around this age, when we came back from our last summer trip.
What changed?
I don't know.
She did look a bit like a dingus, but she was a kid, and most kids do. Some of these look modern day-esque, sort of. I don't know. I feel like this kind of design. Fuck. Dear August, you were upset after what happened today, and that's alright. You needed time to yourself instead of talking to me, and that's alright too. But upset as you are, you need to remember, boys only tease girls because they like them, or because they're different. You cannot control the cruelty of others, but you can discourage it through your own appearance and behavior or learn to play along. It's time to grow up now. I know you will. Love, Mother. Oh. Looked away for a second.
I don't know if I agree with this advice. This doesn't sound very Millie to me.
Millie was just a character, honey.
I know, but didn't she usually give advice Grandma would have given? How could you tell a little kid that getting picked on was their own fault?
I don't know if that's what she meant.
It's right here. She's like, if people are mean to you, you should change. What, the bullies are right? She never told me that kind of thing when girls were being mean to me at school. She just told me to be myself.
I guess... Well, maybe if Mother could have gone back and given August the advice she gave you instead, she would have.
I hope so. Oh my god, Aunt August. I have so many questions.
The planchette. There was a third door? There's so many forks and plates. Okay, I think I got everything. Let's go break open this van.
Oh, it's everything I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar, A concerning scent of mold?
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30 years. That's why I'm not coming inside.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out. It is kind of gross in here.
You're just looking for the screwdriver, right?
Why didn't she leave the door
Right.
open?
Don't get too nosy, all right?
All right. But look at all this stuff.
Why? If there's mold. Why would she? Whatever, man.
Wow.
Death of
Mom
a
was even
Salesman
into theater
by
back
Arthur
then.
Miller.
Huh.
The School for Scandal. I don't know if I ever read Death of a Salesman, but I think I went to a To Kill a Mockingbird play.
Alas, not so groovy anymore.
And they selected me to sit on the jury for one of the parts of the play, and almost fell backwards because it was like a real old fucking courthouse they used. Like, it was a legit place. And they even warned us, like, don't lean back in the chair. And it wasn't even me leaning back. Like, as soon as I sat down, the chair leaned back itself. And that, ooh. Oh yeah, supposed to hunt for other stuff. Murder at the Montague Manor? But, yeah, no, it was pretty nice to almost bust my ass in front of everyone. Luckily, a lot of other people almost fell too, so.
Wow. Brutal, Lori.
Dear Opal, are you getting my letters? I haven't heard from you since you told me about Kurt, and I've been writing you every week. Things at the park are lame. All the fun people left, and now it's just me, Gordon, and the dorks from Sandusky. If I don't get anything back, I'm just gonna assume you're too preoccupied with Kurt to write to me. At least one of us is having fun. I'll talk to you when school starts. Unless I'm too busy. Lori, damn. You think there's anything else? I don't. What was that?
Holy shit.
Babe, this summer's been real out there. But I've got a split. I'm not hip to another winter with snow. I'm on my bike heading to Cali. Look me up if you're ever out that way. Kurt. It's an owner's manual? Sabino 120? Okay. I guess that's everything. The fucking guitar picks are throwing me off.
How was the stuff? Groovy as you'd hoped?
Well, I found,
I don't think we should bring up
You were
Kurt.
right. There was a screwdriver in the glove box.
Perfect. Let's give it a try on that
There's no
door.
reason to. So I have no idea when this game's saved. Let's go open this door and then I'll wrap up this episode.
Ah, door, we meet again. But this time, I'm ready for you.
What's going on?
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom.
This looks strange. Astrology, gross. Bible, illustrated, gross. Postcard. The space for writing messages. Darling, now wait, it sounds like someone's getting cold feet all of a sudden. We had a plan. Leo dies, I make tracks for the border, and when the dust settles, you follow me. This doesn't work if only one of us makes tracks. I've got everything you could ever hope for up here. A place of our own, a quiet little town where nobody knows our names, and a pile of cash that'll keep us going until who knows when. The kids will love it too. What kid wouldn't want to live on a boat? Kids that get boat sick, I guess. Get these silly ideas out of your head. Get back on track and we'll be together soon. Helen Devine? Woman.
Would you have loved living on a boat?
I don't think so. I wonder what age he thought I was. He couldn't have thought a teenage girl would want to... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. My mother was just gonna take me and August, and we were all gonna run off to Canada? I mean, of course she wasn't just gonna leave us behind, but...
Sounds like Grandma had some big plans worked up.
Well, look, he said she started having cold feet. And she must have written him back and said she wasn't sure if she
Wait,
could
was
come
Helen the
after
grandma?
all.
You think she realized that
Opal
maybe
is the
her
mom.
kids wouldn't have been so happy moving onto a boat with some random man in Canada? Can I start calling him Canada Man?
You can call him whatever you want. This is so strange.
Love makes you do crazy things.
Love or grief?
Both?
Still think it's a woman. Gross. Terrifying. King, Queen, Royal Flush. Easter Goose? Something's in here. How do you open this goose? Something in that goose.
Ah, my mom loved this desk. I remember when she brought it home from the flea market.
Jeez, how many desks did Grandma have?
I'll be honest, I had a desk like that at one point.
Kind of a lot, I guess.
And it was also
I mean,
from
she was
like,
a writer.
I think it was
She
like
liked
from
to
a
move
yard
around.
sale.
Well,
And I
let's see
hated
what she was
the
hiding in
cover.
here.
That thing did
Ugh,
not
it's
open well half
locked.
the time.
Hmm.
Keys in the goose.
This gives me an idea. The little key
Never mind.
from Grandma's diary?
Right.
But why go through the effort to hide that key when you can easily, like, that's not like thick wood. And you can probably just pry it open. It's a sympathy card. Our condolences, our thoughts are with you. Janet and David Richards. Helen, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. Please let me know if there's anything we can do with the Saltzmans. I want to know about them. So, let's get this straight. There was a key hidden in a home to this desk in their summer home, which, that's another thing I would like to talk about. This place looks fucking desolate. There's nothing out here but nature. Why the fuck would they leave that nice ass home that they had to come out here for the summer? Like, no offense on this place, but the place that they were staying in was much nicer. I don't get it. I mean, the mom even had a job. Like, what the fuck were they doing out here? But all that was done to keep whatever the fuck this little sliver of a note is hidden. Helen, you can't just leave me here. I did all this for you, all for you. And those are my kids too, you know. Something a right. I need to have a right. Okay, flip it over. Pierre Lautrec. Hopto Lake. Okay, so it's a French dude.
What's that?
I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean? When he says those are his kids?
Your father's a Frenchman
was
named
Grandpa
Pierre?
Leo not your real dad? Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you and August and Grandma Helen?
I can't even imagine.
Look, Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address. Pierre Lautrec. Box 9, Hopto Lake, Carndale, Ontario. Do you want to go check it out?
What? No.
No, but...
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago. We have the rest of the house to pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner, and...
Mom, stop.
Okay,
This is your father we're talking about here. It's about who you really are. It's about who I really am. Was my grandfather really my grandfather? Who was this guy? Who are we? These are big questions, Mom, and you're just gonna turn around and drive home?
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey,
how
I'm not
close are they
doing
to
this because of your
Canada?
sterling
Are they in
rhetorical
Canada?
skills.
Where are they?
You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it.
Makes you think this
And who
dude's
my mother
alive.
was. And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing. But we might find something.
Wasn't the grandma
So,
like
if
80
One
something?
more day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other.
Then why not, right?
Right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just happen to be right.
Exactly. Glad you came around to see things my way in the end. Okay. Should we get going? It's getting dark.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to stay for the night. We'll look up directions. Get back on the road in the morning.
Hotel night. We're getting room service. Thank you, Mom. Best weekend
It'd
ever.
probably be safe to sleep there. I
we
mean,
didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
no running water
Yeah.
or electricity though.
Maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay. Well, God, I forgot to be on the lookout for a save. Whatever. It's just, this game is strange. All that trouble for that one little sliver of paper that the grandma could just easily have thrown away. Why leave all that shit behind? Plot, I guess? It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I feel like everything in this game has been like what's that game for babies where you put the circle in the circle slot and the square in the square slot? I feel like that's how everything's falling into place. Things may change. Maybe some unexpected twists. I don't know why this is still up on the screen. But who
All
knows?
right. Time to order that room service.
This is not the kind of place that has a room service. I'm sorry.
What?
Hotels do room service. This is a motel.
Just like the summer place.
I
was
never got
mobile
room
home,
service
not
in a
trailer.
hotel.
Right.
There's always
The
like
other
a
way around.
fast food
But
place
there's a
nearby.
restaurant and lounge right next door, though. I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? And I'm going to have a cocktail while I wait. It's been a long day. I'll be back with something to eat soon.
Well, all right. That's almost like room service.
What do you want to eat?
Oh. Burger?
Burger it is. Do your homework.
Okay, don't answer that phone. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Hopefully things get like more interesting, cause I don't know. Hopefully things get a bit crazy. Cause right now it doesn't feel very crazy. I don't know. I'm not loving it so far. It's got a cool little style to it, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep playing though. Hopefully things take a turn for the better. But I'm not very interested right now. And that's not me saying it's a bad game. I just don't care much for the story at the moment. But I hope that does turn around. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.